on, baby.
Enjoy this great game.
Dodgers fans are having an absolute meltdown on Twitter, and I can't totally blame them, but oh my goodness, the Los Angeles Dodgers have already been eliminated after just 4 postseason games. The Padres have won. They are moving on in a crazy series. That game was really exciting. Started with a rain delay. The game started, and Tyler Anderson was great for the Dodgers. I have to give a shout out to him. He was phenomenal. He did everything in his power to put the Dodgers in a position to win that game. But after they took him out, the bullpen let it go. The Padres came back and ended up winning the game. Dodgers had their chances, had runners in scoring position, couldn't get them home, had the bases loaded and no outs at one point, and were only able to score 1 run, had their chances to bust it open, couldn't really do it, and the Padres came back and win the game and win the series. And again, other than 2020, the Dodgers have just been a colossal disappointment as far as their postseason performance. I don't think one Dodger fan would disagree with that. And now you have Dodgers fans all over Twitter complaining about the playoff setup. And I'm not saying I'm a huge fan of the current playoff. I don't like expanded playoffs. But one thing I do like about it, gets rid of that 1-game playoff that we used to have. And I know that those were wild card teams, but still, I don't think anything in the playoffs should be determined by 1 game. I think that's ridiculous. That is a little bit of a crapshoot. But a best of 3 is not much better, but it is better. A best of 5. Now you're complaining about, come on. Best of 5. Best of 7 is ideal. I agree with that. But you got to buy in the first. You got to buy. You didn't have to play. That's what your 111 wins got you. A freaking buy. You skipped over the first round. Okay, so you didn't even have to worry about the first round, the best of 3. And all you had to do was not lose 3 out of 5 games. If you're a 111 team win, well, you are a team with 111 wins, and you're a team that's a World Series champ, as Dave Roberts told us preseason, which I thought was just a stupid thing to do, guaranteeing a World Series. I guarantee it. Mark it down. I guarantee it. Such a disrespectful thing to say to the other 29 teams who are also working their butts off to try to win a World Series, trying to spend money to build a good, strong team, and these players are all trying their best, and it's just saying, you guys stink, we are the best, we're going to win it all. Yes, I understand, Dave, that you have this insane roster that you didn't pay for, but yes, you have this ridiculous roster, so you can go out and make insane claims like that, but you don't seem to back that claim up, do you, very often? And the Dodgers have fallen short. And here's what Dodgers fans are saying right now. Here's what's frustrating. Dodgers have a better team. Apparently not. That's what the series is about. If you have, okay, maybe you do have a better team, but they're not that much better if they couldn't win 3 out of 5 playoff games. These aren't just regular season games or something, which, sometimes you can lose a series to the Pirates or something because it's regular season. You're trying to get through a 162 game season. This is 100%. You got to put out your best team, your best effort. Everyone's got to go out there and play their best baseball, and everyone knows that coming in. And you lost. You didn't even lose 3 out of 5. You lost 3 out of 4. And you can say that you're a better team. You lost 3 out of 4 games. Moving on, 5-game series are insane, especially in a sport that's based on longevity. I don't know if I'd call them insane, but certainly I prefer 7-game series. I get what you're saying. But even if it was a 7-game series, y'all would be down 3 games to 1 right now. Let that sink in. Y'all would be down 3 games to 1. Oh, so we're just to assume you're going to win the next 3 in a row if it was a 7-game series? Let's be honest. If this was a 7-game series, more than likely the Padres are going to win 1 of the next 3 games, if you follow my logic there. The Padres won when it mattered. Hats off to them. And then you have this crazy, there's several of them here. For the majority of baseball history, the Dodgers would have not had to compete in the playoffs at all. Straight to the World Series for the 2 best up until 1969. Well, yeah, we changed that because that was not what is ideal for the game at all. And so that most fans can actually have a team to root for. The playoffs are awesome. Playoffs are what sports is about. Playoffs? Playoffs? What are you even talking about? You want to go back to? I'm sure most Dodgers fans would just love to go back to the old rules where you just one National League team and one American League team. But That's that's ridiculous. We have not, anyone who is younger than, I don't know, 60 or something was not even alive during that time. So, or if you were alive, you weren't old enough to be a hardcore baseball fan. So anyway, and then we have this comment: whatever team has the best regular season record should automatically be in the World Series. What's the point of winning the regular season if 85 wins is good enough to go? They need to restructure the playoffs. No teams with less than 99 wins can go. Oh yeah, let's just put it that way. No teams with less than 99 wins can go. There are seasons when nobody wins 99 games. What? Who? What are these? What? I don't like. Oh, sorry. I don't like expanded playoffs. So I don't totally disagree with the overall spirit of what some of these people are saying, but like, what are you even saying? Like, we're not going to go back to Dodgers fans just want it set up to give their exact team the best, the biggest benefit, and no other teams. I mean, it doesn't even. What are you even talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, there is going to be a playoff. If anything, it's getting more and more teams. 12 is too many in my opinion, but it is what it is. Right now, we're at 12. I would prefer like the old, like it was before even the extra wild card team. That's my favorite, where you have 3 division winners and then you have a wild card team. So you get 8 teams in the playoffs. I think that's a good balance. But hey, I don't get to pick more teams in the playoffs. Yeah, teams like, well, my team this year, the Giants, we got to at least be in it for a while. And of course, a lot of other teams and a lot of other cities just don't. I mean, these Dodgers fans just the regular season should matter. I agree with that. It should matter a little more than maybe it does. But y'all gotta buy. I mean, let's stop acting like take a little responsibility for y'all performance. Like, y'all blew it. Now, I will say this, and there was a tweet by Dodgers Nation, and I'm not even going to criticize this tweet because I think I'd be tweeting out the same freaking thing if I was in his shoes, and the umpiring was crap. John Tumpane couldn't wait to ring up Dodgers hitters on call strike threes and get the Padres crowd going. I don't know if that's specifically true, but sometimes it does seem like that. And we have the graphic here, and it does show LA minus 1.26 runs. That's terrible. 100% god-awful umpiring at home plate. I'm not even going to disagree with that. But still, the umpires don't help things, but you can't. And I always say the same thing with the Giants. Like, the umpires aren't doing the Giants any favors sometimes. In this case, they're not doing the Dodgers any favors. But at the end of the day, you can't blame the umpires. You still got to go out and execute. You had the bases loaded with no outs. Could only get that one run in. Couldn't hit with runners in scoring position. Padres weren't much better with runners in scoring position, but they were better enough. And they won the game by 2 runs. So even if we assume LA gets an extra run here, they still may lose the game. So ultimately, just an epic meltdown. Dave Roberts, I don't know if he survives this offseason. I don't know if he's going to be back next year. I think Dave Roberts, they may go ahead and let him go because just year after year after year, other than 2020, which of course people will call the Mickey Mouse Championship because it was 2020 COVID year. I personally don't. I personally give them the credit for that World Series. But I know Dodgers and Dodgers fans would love to win an actual 162 game season World Series. And funny enough, I need to be more bold in my predictions if I'm going to predict the Dodgers to lose, because every time I predict the Dodgers not to win at all, I have Dodgers fans in the comments section telling me I know nothing about baseball and I'm an idiot. And it's like, dude, history tells us, man, you guys are not a good playoff team. Sorry, y'all are not a very good playoff team. Are the Giants? Well, not lately. We don't barely make the playoffs, and when we do, well, we haven't done much since 2014. So I'm not saying the Giants are a great playoff team at this point in time either, but the Dodgers, y'all got to figure something out. Y'all got to do some soul searching. Something else that Doug McCain said, and I don't know what's going on, but the 2022 Dodgers won a franchise 111 games in the regular season and won exactly 1 postseason game. That is one of the most colossal failures, not only in baseball history, but in the history of professional sports. This organization needs to do some serious soul searching. So, I'm not a Dodgers fan. I'm not going to sit here and hate on the Dodgers forever, but it is, it's a major, major, major failure when you are spending so much money and putting together this insane roster that looks like it's straight out of the All-Star team, and then you go out, you win 111 games, you have this insane run differential, you just dominate everyone, and then in the postseason, it would be one thing if this was just a one-time thing. It would be a great celebration story, and it is props to the Padres. but it would be just this awesome story about this team that took down David beating Goliath. Instead, it's just another year where the Dodgers get bounced in the first round, or at least they get bounced. You know, it's not always the first round, but it's bad. It's bad. So last year, obviously, they didn't get bounced in the first round. I'm aware of that because the Dodgers beat the Giants in the first round, but the Giants took it all the way to the 9th inning of Game 5 and lost on a horrific call by the umpire. But at that time, Dodgers fans were saying, don't be crying like a bunch of little bitches. You guys are a bunch of little babies crying about the umpiring. And then this year, well, you see what's happening. So umpires can be really obnoxious, annoying, and they're bad, and bring on the robo-umps. That said, congratulations to the Padres. Dodgers, I don't know what to tell you guys, Dodgers fans. I know I have some Dodger fan subscribers. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate your support. So I'm not here to hate on your team, but as you know, this is extremely disappointing, and y'all better freaking figure something out and start winning in the playoffs to justify this kind of roster. Does Dave Roberts survive the offseason? Let me know down below, because Dave Roberts might be on his way out. Thank you again, and I guarantee a San Francisco Giants World Series win in 23. I guarantee it.